Last time on Ace Attorney, we came to the stunning choice of whether or not we will take the plead for a justified self-defense.
What will Phoenix do? Find out now on the Bat Channel.
If we plead justified self-defense, we'd basically be confessing to a murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be destroyed, and she'd be labeled a murderer. It's time for me to uphold the usual Phoenix Wright tradition of dissing the prosecution. I can't let that happen.
Wait till the day
Phoenix
you
is
get
basically
dissed.
a first-class bully.
Your Honor!
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
Just as much as my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather did. The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal!
How pretentious. Ow!
Oh boy.
You're foolish fool.
Nope.
Wait, Von Karma's a girl now?
In a
Sealed
way!
your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective!
The other Von Karma was her dad.
Darkstar, this is his kid.
Yup!
Really?
Yes,
The
sir.
literal fruits of his labor.
Wow, I thought Darkstar was thinking like, wow, Manfred got hot.
Wait, what?
I thought that's what you were thinking.
Present the final portion of evidence.
Yes, sir.
Do it now!
So, Gumshoe, enjoying your new boss for this game?
No.
Now see here, proceedings are run by...
Jesus.
Okay, oh yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
So, Twins, how does it feel to play the character on the receiving end of a dick character?
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Okay, I'm going to be playing Manfred, sorry, Franziska's inner thoughts, you know, because the inner thoughts actually sound German and she's pissed all the time.
Of course.
Alright, here we go. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood.
No, it's covered in jam.
Please don't. You're
The
baking.
defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
That does sound a bit
That
decisive.
costume makes me thirsty.
So this is
Oh,
the
just
costume.
kidding.
It's fishy. Clearly, William Shatner can defend himself.
There
Yeah.
clearly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. What?
Yes, a black spray because 4 kids intervene. This piece directly links my play to the crime,
Does
sir.
that make it a bloody good time?
Boo. I see.
You know,
What
it's,
accepts this
you see, Theo, it's not blood. She just spilled a lot of ketchup on her clothes.
Oh, yes. of
That's
course.
probably what
Mr.
4
Wright.
kids would do. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons.
No.
blood
4
splatters
kids
on
wouldn't
her
allow
clothes.
ketchup either because it looks too much like blood.
Oh,
For them,
okay.
at least.
Okay, so they would change. So they would change it to water.
Yeah,
or
water.
blood.
Out of
Bleeding
business now.
water.
What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss.
That fucking Mr. Wright is such a fool.
I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Von Karma. I was just at a loss thinking that Manfred Von Karma was
There was
cute
one
enough to
time I
some
got
woman.
genuinely mad reading her dialogue, and it was towards the end of Big Top.
Head
Well,
cannon,
of course.
It was complete.
Was it
I was
Adrian?
almost
No, it was
completely
me.
on her
Dibs,
side in that trial.
head canon. When she became prosecutor at 13, her first case was to send Fegelein in jail.
Of course.
And yet Fegelein anticked his way out of that one too.
Alright.
God damn it.
Hold it! Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier?
Mr. Wright, that disc is not for banging.
The funny thing is that I'm German myself. The accent to save my life.
Calm down, Mr. Wright. There is no need for that kind of attitude in my courts. So, Mr. Wright, I'm giving you a penalty for alright, just please stop glaring at me like that.
Sorry, Your Honor. I think I lowered your attack stats a bit.
Jesus.
Actually, I think she did that.
blah 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 blah.
So so
Hold it!
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
Phoenix
so-
used intimidation, if that's what you're wondering. Maya's costume.
Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her.
So now, so
Oh, I
Phoenix
love this
is
slide.
stealing the tactics of Von Karma, Manfred Von Karma. I mean,
She's wearing her channeling costume today. Is she not allowed to wear anything else?
Unfortunately, Phoenix.
We're in a
quite
video game,
limitations.
Phoenix. What the fuck do you expect?
But
Sorry,
even
we
I,
couldn't
Gumshoe, and
afford this.
Edgeworth get different sprites at some point.
I could
Hold
wear
it!
a different outfit, but it's cheaper to just keep my spot as it is.
I guess.
Phoenix, I bet you have 10
Yeah.
versions of the same suit.
I'll have you-
Oh, it's like Charlie Brown, where every time he gets up out of bed and he goes to his closet, there's like a bajillion yellow / black.
Yeah.
shirts.
So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good.
Oh, this is most satisfactory.
Is it?
Were there any
You've
other
gone
clues you
from
could
German
glean
to
from
mad
this
scientist.
piece of
Mad
evidence?
German.
Hey, that's
Scientist.
my job. Well,
Objection! If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again.
Okay, Dwibs, leave the... Okay, Dwibs.
at least she's using at least the the simple appearance of a compliment with Gumshoe.
Not too bad. Not enough time. Time to move on.
Oh.
Yes, Miss Von Karma is
Sorry.
perfectly correct.
Don't say she's perfect. I'd only encourage her.
No, it's okay. He's clearly being a kisser.
Yeah. By the way, Dwibs, I leave the objections to Shiroi on that. Don't worry, you'll have your own prosecutor to object as. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting
I already
up
had mine.
resistance?
Well, who's Tio going to be?
Apparently, someone is Attorney 6, according to Jova.
That, and he'll also be the main prosecutor of the crossover.
Yeah.
And he's got pain more often than not, too.
So we all have a
What?
lead courtroom role.
Well,
to play.
actually, the interesting thing is that in the crossover, we'll have Zero as a crossover, and we'll also have Shiroi as another
I just
crossover.
started watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay, now back to the game. I just have to look harder.
Mr. Wright. Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole with it. Okay,
You
the
brown
judge is just
nose.
kicking your ass at this point.
So, about the costume.
The judge is feeling
Ahem.
very frisky today.
Your Honor!
What?
Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
Okay,
Exactly.
Phoenix, you don't have to shout.
What?
What are you talking about, pal?
You'll see.
Where is this problem you're talking about?
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. As Crush 40 reminds me every day.
And who's going to fill the desk?
The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here.
The sleeves are too short.
Take that! Huh! I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
If there isn't a case in this series where Phoenix tries to prove the existence of the Illuminati, I'm going to be disappointed. There's a tiny hole here in the plot. I mean,
The hole? But
Found-
that wasn't in the report.
Twibs?
Dwibs?
Dwibs?
Theo, you be judge while Dwibs is apparently missing in action.
Sure. What's this around the hole? It smells strangely of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me.
Oh, nobody told the detective of the case what the fuck was going on?
The hole that smells of gunpowder.
Something strange is
Gunpowder
going.
tea is really nice.
Looks like I found the hole I was looking for.
Boo!
Hey, the judge set me up for it. Might as well take advantage. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
No shit!
Well, hey, no one else noticed, so I might as well have had to point it out.
Order! This is a very...
No, Dweb. No, Phoenix, it's not a bullet hole. If there was in the... See...
Objection, Mr. Duarte! I object to that logic. and I'll show you
The
why.
bullet was discovered, then it
The bullet
doesn't
doesn't exist. Never gets old.
Wait,
Dorot.
is she actually smiling?
Yes,
Okay.
She smiles when she's happy, and she smiles when she wants to commit murder, I think.
No, she's happy because she's about to throw my logic that the bullet doesn't exist.
What else
Therefore-
is she?
Well, she's a Von Karma.
Wait a minute. The police never noticed the bullet hole, and Von Karma's the prosecutor.
Pull yourself together, detective.
Oh.
That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds.
So yeah, like I said, the bullet doesn't exist.
No,
it's
it's
not
not
thing,
cool.
but it might as well.
Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more.
Fluke, she calls it. A fluke!
I
Objection!
would side with you, Jova, but she has a whip, so...
How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight! Well then, I guess it's up to me to do my job!
When agreed is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor Von Karma said is true. The evidence still stands.
Really now.
If you do not find a more definitive problems with the evidence, then...
No way!
No way!
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. Blah, 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 blah.
Yes, without a doubt was no fighting back, eh?
Badge?
No.
Objection! Huh! Detective Dick Gumshoe!
Yes? Having called me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
I know. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
And your point is...
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlook supposed to mean?
And it's obviously a recent one because you can still smell the gunpowder.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? What does it mean?
I'm glad you asked. I'll tell you what it means.
Please not in song.
Fine. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Huh!
We already have Phoenix Wright musicals.
Is that what it means to not fight back?
Yes, because he missed. You're right.
Huh.
It will seem that way.
See, this is what happens when we acknowledge the bullet hole exists.
The victim tried to shoot the defendant and I will change everything.
I miss the old days of back when bullets didn't exist.
Sorry, Paige.
Those were the good old days.
Sorry, Pedro,
The world was
but
a much nicer place back then.
for prosecutors anyway. Wait, what is it with that "are you finished yet" laugh?
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Psych! I'm the one reading minds now.
I read your mind.
Ow.
Copy your
This one
answer.
karma.
It seems that my Faye was shot at by the victim.
Well,
So the
hashtag shots fired.
So we should.
However,
So we should
that
spread
is
out the
only
victims
grounds
we
enough
arrest
to
them.
support a justified self-defense plea.
Unfortunately, we apparently don't have any mediums experienced enough for that. I guess we'll have to wait till a later game.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said.
Oh crap, this is the first time a prosecutor has used my own words against me!
Well,
They
crap.
rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Oh wait, actually no, this is what her father did with me. I should have saw that coming. Gak!
She's literally the 2.0 Phoenix.
That's right.
I'm so proud of my little girl.
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No!
I can imagine Francisca as a young little 7-year-old saying, "Daddy, I whipped 3 of my college today, classmates today." Oh,
Oh,
I'd whip, sir.
just
So-
the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume
Since I had to
is
leave for a
not
few minutes,
enough
where are we at now?
to
sure.
Substantiate.
even pleas of justified self-defense.
Oh,
But-
how so?
How so?
Oh, I'd whip, sir. Where have you been?
I told you I burped.
You
Don't
think-
just stand there.
Okay, Darkstar, go ahead to 19 minutes.
Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day.
While we are still young.
While I'm still young.
No, we are both the same person.
With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Okay, Von Karma is an insane person who has an inner Von Karma.
You mean by myself?
No, we meant with your happy little
Want me to
bunnies.
put together a scenario by myself?
Yes, by yourself.
Doc! Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
I like how she doesn't object to that.
That too.
Alligero theme.
During a chunk or whatever. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because we were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
Oh.
I have to admit, that was actually a pretty good theory, especially something that has to be made up on the fly right there and then.
This scenario you're
By someone
does
like
make
Gumshoe.
sense.
Yes, sir.
Like I say, Gumshoe can be smart at times.
Mr. Wright?
Unfortunately, it's at these few times where he's actually smart where we actually have to poke a hole in it. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that.
Your Honor, I'm a man on a mission here.
I don't care. Stop staring at me. I get enough of that from my wife. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
Where have you been today? You're working late.
Sorry, darling. This evil man was glaring at me.
Hey, Your Honor! Wait, what am I doing in your house? Hold it!
Out of here now.
And what am I doing in a flashback? What the heck, anyway? There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
Let me guess. Whip coming up. Objection.
Objection! You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Marfay was in the middle of channeling, was she not?
Yeah, so, uh-oh.
Shit.
When channeling with the
Hurain
Right.
channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
She isn't that much taller, is she?
I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Curain channeling technique.
Then you should know
What a
that
shocker.
Ryan technically killed the victim. Like I said before, I am perfect.
Well, remember, Shiroi, apparently Phoenix's reason to believe in Maya is that Mia told him that mediums can't
Well,
have
so
dreams
far,
while
well, to be
channeling.
fair,
About what you were talking about. I didn't quite
No, I
get
they
it.
can't have dreams, but I mean possession.
to be fair, up until this point, she's living up to her words. So far, there's no hole in her logic.
Never mind. Let's
Yeah.
continue with the testimony.
Yeah. She may be the first prosecutor who actually has managed to live up to her words for so long as
Here's
well.
the thing, she's a mixture between Edgeworm and
Hold it!
Manfred von Karma.
I think that's the idea. So he was stabbed, but the stab
And
wound
so
didn't kill
far,
him.
he's not using.
What
She's
was that?
using absolutely
But
zero
think
incrimination.
about the blood loss, it was pretty bad.
How bad would you say it was? Yeah, you're right, Shiroi. Franziska's pretty cool.
Actually, I
at
went to
that.
give blood the other day. That's not the point. Afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness.
Oh my, that sounds sickening.
No! If you cut him anymore, he'll be giving a lot more blood.
Sorry.
Surprisingly, out of this part, Phoenix has gotten whipped the least out of the three here. Where in the world did that pistol come from?
Gray.
Dr. Gray?
Yeah, you have a court record. Maybe using that will be a
Well,
good
is
idea.
Phoenix gonna say that, he must have been up to something if he turned up with a gun?
It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day.
So he actually prepared for this. But a handgun?
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
Oh, well, that's suspicious.
Yep.
Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun?
Because he wanted to
bring-
shoot.
Was he
So
taking
don't bring a
precautions
gun
against something?
like channeling spirit contest, I guess.
So he was expecting this.
They were shot, but because they were too close, they missed.
Hold it! So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Yes. Why not?
Sorry, pal, but that's what I think.
Why are you
Right.
saying sorry? You just helped him big
Two of
time.
them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Interesting. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt.
The defendant
That's all
then
I'm
picked
gonna
up on the opening and took the victim's gun and ended it.
Hold it! Maya has never fired a gun before in her life.
So what? The victim had already taken off the safety.
Oh.
Oh shit.
We all
The
know
safety
everything.
of even an amateur like you can fight by pulling the trigger. Yeah, but you
Even
need
me?
accuracy, you
I
know.
wonder.
Now do you understand? A Von Karma's logic is perfect.
Yeah, it's so evident that your father went to jail.
His testimony certainly makes sense, but there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere.
I said a Von Karma, not the Karmas.
And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it.
During the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim.
It's like really bad if there actually wasn't a contradiction at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a contradiction, like slapping us in the face right now.
Yeah.
But sometimes it actually happens, you know, where there are no contradiction in your forced to do something else.
Objection, guys.
Objection! Huh. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing.
Can I get a sign, please?
Shyster.
Oh,
Well, what do you mean?
24, 52, 53, 54.
Okay, I'll go to 26.
Okay.
This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
There you go. Turns out the bullet does exist.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank.
But Phoenix, what were they fighting for?
If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume?
Okay, 26 minutes exactly.
Alright.
What is a hole?
Gunpowder
A miserable little
burn?
Phoenix,
lack of
what are
room.
you fighting for? What
Ow.
am I fighting for?
Maya, of course. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Okay, I'll be searching too.
But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
Well, crap.
Cha.
So, wait. I was right then.
And Jiroi, get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, click.
What exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. Yep.
Objection! I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Disappointed but like a fucking beast.
You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that?
You can't even punch hole in paper.
Yes, Phoenix is a puncher that will drill the heavens or something.
With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away, like magic.
Yeah, of course. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Your turn.
Let's see.
So is this tag now? Tag, you're it. Tag, you're it.
In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away.
That's right. Come up with that little theory so I can contradict it.
And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
Objection! Out of 10.
Her inner monologue says, "Fuck you."
As if that were even possible.
Scheisse.
According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that.
What the hell?
Gotcha.
For fuck's sake.
Well then,
She'd think.
Alright,
that's right. The
let's show
defendant
her-
must
her
have pushed the
characters.
victim away
You just said that.
after stabbing him. She must have put some space between the doctor and herself.
But Tia, Von Carver is perfect. They're so perfect that they keep repeating their perfect actions.
Yes.
And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot.
Before they can make Phoenix Wright Strikes Again, the sequel that ruined Phoenix Wright Returns.
There, that should satisfy even you.
You don't know me well, do you?
That does make an awful lot of sense.
Not really, Judge, but whatever.
It's
She's just twisting words.
She said the exact same thing earlier. What do you think, Mr. Rock?
I think I've got the prosecution right where I want them, Your Honor. I can't afford to make a mistake here.
You just activated this trap card.
Concentrate and think. Wow,
Something
Peter.
doesn't make sense.
Huh. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
Fatal?
Flaw.
No!
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is.
What is this flaw thing you speak of?
What does that even mean?
I wasn't taught.
Your father
that by
never
my
told
father.
you the meaning of flaw, did he?
Nope.
Dad said that was a bad word.
Of course.
Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
What, like flaw off or something?
There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot.
Bang.
There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking.
The badge? No.
And when I think about it all becomes clear.
The folding. Yeah, that's got the hole in there.
Take that! This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What
Kill the
is that?
destroyed jingle from GTA 5.
Folding screen?
Wasted, sorry.
I would like to point the court's attention to this hole in this folding screen. It's a Von Karma's biggest weakness. A bullet hole.
Yes.
A bullet.
Oh, where?
The irony.
Not just any hole, and not just any bullet, but it's a bullet hole.
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please, and stop making hole puns.
Are these two really
Why?
that
They're a
clueless?
whole lot of fun.
See, even the prosecution
No,
agrees for
Phoenix,
once.
needs to be
If I were
spoon-fed.
Karma, if I were Francisco, I would be
crap.
asking right now. Okay, but was the bullet found? Because that's the real question.
Let it go, Pedro. It's dead.
I know. But I'm just trying to mourn it, Steph.
But Jova, this is Pedro.
Okay, here we go. When the shot was
13.
Anyway, when the shot was fired, the defendant was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting to the ground.
Order!
Tell the truth, fame time.
This changes everything.
Got that right, it does.
We're going to get our tie. Oh.
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene.
I should wear special armor to protect myself.
The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit the folding screen. It hit at this location, about 8 inches off the ground.
Really?
Yep. Now, get ready for the kicker. At this point, the defendant was in this area. Take that! She was standing here, near the folding screen.
I love how that bar's still there, making people think they screwed.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole.
Or maybe they just fired really... Well, maybe they're standing up, but fired into that corner.
But how can you
Gauge.
How can you gauge the distance from that?
Uh-oh, she's pounding her desk.
Oh, crap.
Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
Wow, a bullet hole really does get to a Von Karma to the point where they're stuttering.
Yep.
That's impossible.
Mission impossible.
Dun 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 dun.
But why?
Well, 1, it exists. 2, it's real. And 3, you of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. Please pardon while I sort of avenge myself against your father for that. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be
Avenge yourself,
gunpowder
you got him
burns
killed.
present. However, hey, I was serving justice that time. This one's for me. There is nothing of a sort around the bullet hole of this costume, as you can see in the background right behind me.
Ah!
No, coming, no.
Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You.
Genius? Why, thank you. I know I am.
Okay, I'm convinced. You know that bitchy
Oh, hold on,
girl
Dwibs.
from
Hold on, Dwibs.
Evangelion?
Hold on, Dwibs. Hold on, Dwibs.
Yes, Von Karma's that.
You wish.
The defendant was standing away from the victim when he was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
Wait,
Believe
Asuka
me,
was
Asuka
German?
is much more annoying.
Asuka was German? I forgot that.
Yes.
I knew. But then again, that makes a lot of sense now in hindsight. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time?
Don't know. Squatting all the way by the folding screen.
Sounds more like the stance of cowering than attacking. Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Can you answer me that? Didn't think so.
Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense.
Said everyone who
Same.
Yeah, I figured that to be a reason.
Nice, Jimmy.
Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. It's funny, I've now seen that movie, so I now see where Pedro's coming from. Alright, with this,
And we're
the
getting
rest of the
sequels
trial. Oh, wait.
for some reason.
With this, the rest of the trial should be in the
Oh.
blast radius of disaster.
Always ready to one-up you.
Blast radius of disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
You know, she was looking worried, scared earlier, but now all of a sudden she's smug again.
And
Well,
by smart, I
she-
mean
she
you're
has a
really
bit of
fucking
reason.
stupid. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point.
You know, Jova, just
Only for it to
Wait.
fail.
I
Okay,
love
go
this next line coming up.
Now I know why. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Shipping confirmed.
Oh,
Ah!
Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile?
Also, pretty sure she's still underage.
No, she's
She's
18.
18.
She's
Oh,
18.
okay.
Am I missing something?
Detective!
No, Darkstar, sadly no.
How dare you damage my perfect logic?
Blame it all on the detective, why don't you?
How is this all my fault?
Because it is, you're gumshoe.
Yep.
You can start reporting your standing by first removing that free strand goatee.
No.
Oh no, we may actually have to change the sprite animations.
Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later. She's so horrible to him. Oh.
Well, she's a
Punishment.
karma. That's what she does.
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face.
It's sad because she makes the next prosecutor actually seem nice in comparison just for the fact that he treats Gumshoe better.
I think it's time to call in the next witness.
Really?
Yep.
Well, we do know she may be.
Next witness. That's gotta be Lotta. Another Lotta testimony with another
great.
Von Karma as the prosecutor.
You know,
Hey Pedro, could have been worse, could have been old bag.
the court
Got
would
that
give her
right.
5
Excuse me, I actually really like Holdbag.
after we can.
I prefer a bag over Lotta, honestly.
Yeah, I'm surprised any witnesses want to testify for Von Karma at this point because of her.
No choice.
Honestly, I think if they refused, she'd actually go outside and drag them in by the ears.